Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
Hello, I'm Eric.
And I'm Kevin.
And this is 6 Degrees of Schwarzenegger, the podcast where we take a long, hard look at some of our favorite action movies from the era of Arnold.
Schwarzenegger is the icon of the genre, and we're taking a deep dive into some of these 80s and 90s cult action movies and breaking them all the way down.
Oh my God, we're back.
We're so back, man.
We're already on episode 3. Can you believe that?
I can believe it.
It's just flying through, man.
I've been here the whole time, baby. We talk about doing cult movies, but I feel like this one's kind of like as mainstream as it gets.
It is. This is, I think, maybe the most mainstream movie we've done.
Like anybody from any age and any background, I feel like could watch this movie and find it entertaining and enjoyable.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. I challenge you to not at least
like
chortle
this
once
movie
over the course of this movie.
Yeah.
absolutely.
There's movies that are like that. There's nothing wrong with movies like that.
No, it's just a feel-good movie.
It's a feel-good movie, but it has something for everyone.
It does.
Yeah.
And it's got,
great.
I mean, like, as a horrible movie critic, as a horrible movie snob, even I'm like, no, it's a tight plot.
It's a good movie.
The characters are, it's just like, it's crazy. Yeah.
Because we didn't mention it. We're talking about Kindergarten Cop. I feel like you know that already.
At this point, if you don't know that we're at episode 3 of Kindergarten Cop, like, you should go back and watch the first 2. Just saying.
I had a guy who, I wouldn't call him a friend because I didn't like the guy, but he was a friend of friends when I was like in college and out of college, who just like was a contrarian. Like he just didn't like things based on the fact that they were popular. Like he didn't like Star Wars despite the fact that he had never really seen it. He knew he didn't like it, He didn't like the Beatles. They're overrated, even though he didn't really like listen to it.
Yeah. Classic contrarian.
I think when the prequels were coming out of Star Wars, at some point we did a Star Wars day, and we were gonna watch through all 6 movies. We were gonna watch through episodes 1 through 6 in one single day, like start at 8 in the morning or whatever, and be like at it all day long. And this dude came over, and admittedly, the early movies are not good. I don't love the prequels.
That's a different podcast. We can have that
I don't love the
conversation.
prequels, but we got to the original trilogy.
Yeah.
And dude, despite himself, is like, well, these are pretty good. I'm like, no shit, they're universally loved
Everybody loves these movies.
for a reason.
Right, exactly.
It's not because they suck. And this is that movie that like, you may be like, Kindergarten Cop, that's stupid. I don't want to watch that. I guarantee you, if you watch it, you will enjoy it.
Yep, I agree.
Whether you're an Arnold fan, not an Arnold fan, whether you like rom-coms or don't like rom-coms, or like cop movies or don't like, there's something for everyone.
Yep.
This is just a fucking great movie.
It's just a great movie. This is like
the kind of movie they kind of don't make that much anymore.
No, they really don't.
Something that's like a universal crowd pleaser that's also good.
But I also think that like directors and creators like Ivan Reitman just aren't around anymore. I mean, Jason Reitman is an amazing director, but he does satire more. He's not a mainstream director in the same way that his dad was, right?
Is the issue that every good story has been like told already?
I don't know, because I feel like this is just a standard fish out of water story.
But it's like, how had this not like been done already?
I feel like
what I mean. Like it's such a good
idea.
idea.
Yeah, it is. It's a great
so
idea.
Simple.
And I feel like someone did do this before, but it was the right sauce. Like it was just enough turmeric. Right, just enough rosemary.
It's not a turmeric.
It's not a turmeric. Yes,
we'll get there.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll get there. There was just something about this is the classic case of the sum of the parts are greater than the whole, in my opinion. Right.
This is when everything came together perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything was working. Yeah. You got to think about, for every movie like this where everything works, there's 10 movies where one thing didn't work. One of the people they cast in the main part was not good for it, or the music was off, or the director was not a good director. or the editor was a bad editor. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy when a movie like this happens where they struck, like where lightning struck.
Yeah,
you
this
know?
is a classic lightning
Struck
strike
gold or
moment.
whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Now, another question I have for you.
Okay.
Are you familiar? I can't recall because of the booze. If we've talked about this. Are you
This
familiar
is
with
episode 3, everybody. So
Are
we
you
are in our cups at this point.
Are you familiar with the 6 Degrees of Schwarzenegger podcast, the shared twins universe?
Yes,
theory?
you have talked to me about this.
Okay.
Yes.
For listeners
new
who maybe aren't
listeners.
aware,
Yes.
we have a theory that the movie Twins, where Arnold was like the result of a government genetic experiment, like whatever, that all these movies that have come out where Arnold is like this super soldier, super cop, super detective who's ostensibly American, although he's clearly not American at all, like stuff like True Lies and Predator and Commando, where it's like, how the fuck is this guy, like, he's a super soldier for the U.S. Special Forces, though he's clearly not American, and no one comments on that at all.
Everybody
Like,
just takes it on
The
faith.
theory is that those are all happening in the same universe, and they're all clones of like Julius Benedict, the superhuman
Yes.
amalgamation of like super strong and super smart government experiment, right? Do you think Kindergarten Cop is in that universe?
Yes, I do, because
Ooh,
this
okay.
is the rare instance.
Tell me.
So he says he's from Austria.
Yeah.
Right? So but
Yeah.
he's probably one of the clones who grew up, so he was one of the control subjects.
Okay.
Right? Okay, so he just grew up as a normal life.
Okay.
Right? His dad was a clone, who was also a cop. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
If he had a family photo, his dad looked exactly like
the same, and his grandfather looked
Oh,
exactly the same. And he immigrated to the States.
Okay.
And they just left him know because he was a control. They weren't doing any tests on him. They
hadn't like, had they not like activated him?
Exactly. They never activated him because they needed to see how these clones function just in a normal existence.
We let nature take its course.
Nature takes its course, and nature turned him
Okay.
into Kindergarten Cop. Like
Okay.
he is the control in my opinion.
I'll be the contrarian.
All right, I'm ready for
And
it.
I'll say
I love it.
I don't think it fits in, like you said, because he acknowledges that he's from Austria. Like
That's
he has
fair.
a background where he's not somehow
Right.
pretending to be an American. He's not masquerading as an American. And no one says anything about it. And we don't see any evidence of the super strength
No, we don't.
or
There's
the
no,
super
Well, I mean, he does throw in the trap house scene in the beginning.
Yes,
he
the
does
trap
throw that poor guy who's just trying to leave through a window.
That's true. That's true.
But I could argue.
Reasonable minds can differ.
We can differ. We can
can
differ.
agree to disagree.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, but anyway, you need to sum up the plot because
But
we need to start talking
I
about
love
this movie.
my favorite thing in the world is the twins, the shared twins universe.
I think the shared twins
theory.
universe is brilliant. I love
But
it.
yes, we're here to talk about Kindergarten Cop.
We are.
So what's happened so far is there's a bad drug dealer guy in LA named Crisp who has got this cop named Kimball who's been pursuing him for years ostensibly.
White whale straight up syndrome. Yeah.
Yeah, he's obsessed. They're obsessed with each other. Really.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Classic.
So they sort of busted Crisp. They've arrested him for a murder. They have a witness. They also have information that his like estranged wife is in Astoria, Oregon with Crisp's kid. They're living under assumed names. So Kimball and his new partner O'Hara are sent to Astoria to try to find the wife, find the kid, bring them back to testify. They also think that like she's run off with a bunch of his money, Crisp's drug money. So the idea is that O'Hara is going to go undercover as the kindergarten teacher and try to figure out which of these kids is Crisp's kid. Meanwhile, Kimball, I guess, is supposed to be just like around town trying to maybe track down the
I don't
mom
know,
or
like
whatever.
getting a shovel and digging holes.
I don't know.
It's unclear.
But so O'Hara gets sick. Kimball is forced into duty as the kindergarten teacher. The first day does not go well. He's at his wit's end. He's come back for a second day. He's got to figure out which of these kids is Crisp's kid. Also, we've seen like there's a lot of single moms around. They all seem to want to fuck
Of course.
Kimball because he's Arnold.
Yeah.
I think that's
No,
close enough.
We're in
Yeah?
good shape. Yeah, we're in
Okay.
good shape. Yeah,
Okay.
because we're back. We're at the next day, and the kids are saying the Pledge of Allegiance in school, right?
Uh-huh.
The
A
famous
little forced patriotism.
a little forced
to start
patriotism
the day.
never hurt the soul. There is this very, very chubby kid off to the side while this is happening, eating everybody's lunches. It's just like it's chaos.
That's fucking crazy.
He's opened everybody's lunches and eaten all of it.
Uh-huh.
It's really hilarious.
Kimball's like, are these all your lunches? He's like, no.
no.
You eat other kids' lunches? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, because he's fat
Yep.
and all.
Yep. So after that amusing moment, he's got all the kids sitting in front of him, and he's like, "We're gonna play a game, and everybody say it with me. It's called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do?"
Fucking classic scene.
One of the classics. One of the
Absolutely.
famous. Everybody knows this line. Even if you
Who
haven't
is
seen
your
the
daddy?
movie, you know this
Yeah.
line.
Who is your daddy?
And what does he
do?
Yeah, it's just oh my god, it's amazing. But the response is actually even better. Like everybody knows the line, but the way that the kids respond to this, they think that he's like asking them to tell them what his dad does.
Right. And the guy's like, he's probably big. Is he a wrestler? Like, is he a basketball coach?
Right? He's like, no, I'm not asking
Uh.
you. Yeah, I have a headache.
And
And then
there's a little shitty death obsessed kid in the
Yeah.
class. He's like, it might be a tumor.
And then in the next classic line, everybody say it with me, is not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's amazing. Yeah.
That is in the top 3 of like
Oh my
Arnold
God.
lines.
I know.
Right?
I know.
There's I'll be back.
I'll be back.
And get to the chopper.
And it's not a
and
tumor.
it's not a tumor.
Yeah, those are
It's
the 3
not-
best.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor at all.
It's amazing. It's so good.
It's so good.
It's just like just 2 classic lines, one right after the other.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
This whole scene's crazy.
oh, I know, it's fucking hilarious.
I love it, man.
And so yeah, it's because now we go into the montage of what their kids' dads do,
Mm-hmm.
and
The kids are
every-
hilarious.
they're hilarious. And
It makes you wonder, did they ask
said.
the kids about their real dads?
I don't know.
the kids are so authentic.
Right, I know. Especially like the kid who in the previous like the beginning, it's like boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Uh-huh.
Of course, his dad is a gynecologist.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
My dad's a gynecologist.
Gynecologist.
He looks at vaginas all day long. It's like, damn, that's so
Dude,
good.
it gets funnier.
The kids are so good.
The
man.
more the kids say things, it gets funnier and funnier and funnier. I literally could have watched a 5-minute bit of those kids just saying what their fathers did.
there's the little girl or boy. It's like, my dad repairs wrecked cars driven by women who are pinheads. Awesome.
And then like the one's like, my dad doesn't do anything since the crash.
That's fucking grim.
Oh my god.
And the death obsessed kid, right?
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah.
he lives in New York. He drives a taxi, and my mom hopes he's gonna die real soon. And that catches. We see
He does.
Kimball like jotting notes. He's like, "Oh, this is a
Mhm.
potential, I guess,
Mhm.
right?"
Right. It's a great comic moment that also is relevant to the plot.
Yeah, because it's all a ruse
It's all a ruse.
to try to figure out which of these kids could be Kimball's kid or
Mhm.
could be Crisp's kid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
that little girl
oh my
with
god, the P
the
girl.
rambling girl
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
amazing.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
She's like talking about my dad. He has a beard and a mustache, but he doesn't have that much hair on top, and his head is so big that he can't wear any hats.
So
It's so
apparently
crazy.
in an interview, Ivan Reitman was like, that girl was amazing. All we did was put a camera on her.
She just
She just did what she
Ah.
did. You couldn't give her direction, and everything that she offered was gold.
it's like improv gold.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Crazy.
And also, when she says, my dad's head is so big he can't wear hats, I felt that on the inside.
I felt he was describing. She was
It just
describing you
straight up. It was just right from the heart.
with the beard and everything.
Yeah. And the twins, though, the twin students.
That's weird.
Dude, our mom says that our dad is a real sex machine, and they say it in unison.
That's kind of inappropriate, but it's hilarious.
But it's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we get to Dominic finally,
Yeah, we should mention Dominic's been like this, I guess, the featured kid.
He is a featured kid to this point.
So
yeah.
we don't know yet. Is he going to be Chris Good? I don't know.
We don't know.
Time will tell.
I feel like it's pretty obvious after this moment, though.
Yeah.
Because it lingers on him a little bit too long. He's the only one who's not saying anything funny. He talks about how he doesn't know what his dad does. He hasn't seen him in a very long time because he lives in France. And of course, this gets Kimball's attention, right?
Yeah.
I think anybody paying attention at this point knows that this is the kid.
Right.
But that's fine.
Gotta be.
Yeah. So anyway, he calls on the last kid finally, who is even darker than.
Yeah.
And he's like calls on Zach, and Dominic explains that Zach doesn't really talk to anybody, and then all the kids immediately start bullying him because that's what kids do.
Those kids were monsters.
They were fucking monsters.
They were like, someone's like, he's a poo-poo head.
Yeah.
And then the kids like all just like ganged up on him,
Yeah.
like and screaming at him.
Yeah.
Fuck you, kill yourself.
Okay, I feel like they didn't say that.
Like that, but it was like that.
It was. I know. It was the kindergarten version of that.
crazy.
So Kimball walks up to Zach, and Zach pulls away and tells Kimball, like, leave me alone, right?
So this is another clearly a prime suspect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting thing. So I read that Schwarzenegger, it was really important for him to layer in this kind of like domestic abuse and single parents because he thought that it would like enhance the misdirect of all of this. And it was also an opportunity to kind of talk about some of the trauma that
like
kids
raise
go
awareness.
through. Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
I thought
it keeps coming up again and again. I took notes about it too. Yeah, it's really, it does add some depth to the movie instead of trying to keep it all very light.
I agree, and it also like gives Kimball a heart to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Right. And we'll get to it. We won't spoil.
Yeah.
There's
the
an
Zach
amazing
stuff pays off
line.
amazingly.
Yeah, there's an amazing scene. The Zach payoff is really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, but a lot of that stuff wasn't in the original script, and Schwarzenegger was really keen on making sure that kind of thing got in there. I thought that was anyway. At this point, a fire drill erupts before we can have any more of a kind of an intimate moment between Kimball and Zach, and Kimball starts yelling because the kids are just panicking unnecessarily.
Right. It's a fire drill.
It's hilarious. Yeah. So as every other class in the school orders as expected, the kindergartners just fucking flee from their room. Everybody's in chaos. Kimball's got like 3 kids hanging on him as he's carrying them out.
He's got a kid by his like belt.
Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious.
Other one arm, it's an amazing image.
Yeah, the principal she's just like absolutely shaming him, just shouting at him specifically over a megaphone and the lawn. And there's again another great moment where they're in the lawn and Kimball and Joyce just share this very knowing, affectionate look, and you absolutely are shipping them. You want them to get together in this movie. There's no question about it.
Did you read also the same shit I read about like all these kid extras that were like the real kids from the town or whatever? They got like $35 a day to come in.
$35 a day to come in.
That's so awesome. Imagine if you were like, I was an extra in Kindergarten Cop. How awesome would that be?
Yeah, that's pretty fucking great. I wish I was an extra in Kindergarten Cop, but I was too old already at that point anyway because I'm old. Anyway.
Damn. No, you would have been. How old were you in 90?
I would have been in like the third. I would have been.
They were extras.
9.
They were extras who were that age. So we had all the grades.
Yeah. Okay, we could do it. I could have done it.
Totally.
After school, Kimball follows Zach out to his car, and Zach's mom, before Kimball can get up there, like drives off. Like he's like begging her to wait, and she just like fucking floors it.
Suspicious move.
So then after that scene, O'Hara and Kimball, they are finally heading out of the motel. O'Hara's starting to feel better.
Right.
She said that she had a stomach flu and she's better now, and that now that she can eat regular food, she's starving.
I imagine.
Oh my god,
it's crazy.
Classic character trait. Also, fuck that stomach flu. It was that fucking sandwich. It was
no doubt.
Absolutely,
it had
that
to be
sandwich.
the vending machine sandwich.
Right. I'm sorry.
There's no question about this.
There's no question. It was not a stomach flu. It was straight up food poisoning. I will brook all other arguments.
This is the first time that we've seen where like there would be any need for them to be pretending to be married,
right,
or whatever.
Yeah,
like their cover is supposed to be, I guess. But it's like, who cares?
Right.
I don't think the townspeople are really like looking at them, being like, "What's their relationship to each other? Are they married? I need to know. Are they just friends?
Yeah.
I have like this. I don't know. The whole thing about we got to pretend to be husband and wife, it was always just like, it seemed like, but does anyone give
why?
a shit?
Yeah, exactly. No one cares.
Like,
Yeah.
I get it's a small town. Maybe it's like you think everyone's gonna be nosy and like know each other's business, but we never
No,
get any.
we don't even broach that.
hint
Like we
of that,
don't.
yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Crazy.
So they head to the restaurant, and while they're there, Kimball is telling O'Hara that there's 3 boys in the class that he thinks are possibilities to be Crisp's son. And he's right now he's like I think it's Zach, right? Like that's
Yeah,
he thinks
right.
key.
He's got a picture of the kid
Yeah,
somehow.
exactly. I don't. It's
Where do you get that picture from? I
unexplained,
don't
but
know.
whatever.
Okay.
So look, he even looks like Chris, but O'Hara's
Does he?
not
I don't know.
convinced.
They had dark
I think
hair.
it was just like, okay, you're both like have black hair. Like it's
Yeah.
not okay, whatever. So they pop into the restaurant and they see Joyce and Dominic. And it's this is the first time we realize that Dominic is Joyce's son.
Yeah, they
Like
mentioned
Dominic-
it earlier.
They mentioned it early, but we didn't know.
But it was written in, which is great.
Yeah, it was great. Right, exactly.
The plot thickens, though.
Yeah, and I love this. O'Hara is such a great character. She immediately sees the chemistry between these two. She drops the husband and wife cover because she's trying to get fucking Kimball laid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like she knows what's going
She's
on.
really trying to get Kimball laid.
wingmanning the fuck out of this guy, and I love it. She puts on this crazy good German stereotypical accent and says that she's actually Kimball's sister, Ursula, who is visiting from Austria.
In fact, she went full improv mode.
Great.
Accent work, like a name, a
Loved it.
backstory.
Loved it. I want to believe that Ivan Reitman was just like, okay, here's the premise.
Yeah.
Just go with it.
I feel like Pamela Reed was probably like an improv god.
I
feel like she
mean,
probably was like improv trained,
Probably graduated from the Groundlings.
totally Second City,
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. I mean, forget about it. Anyway, it's a great moment. Joyce invites them to have dinner with her and Dominic. Kimball's like, no, but O'Hara's having none of it because she is really trying to get his dick wet. There is no question about that.
There was a weird moment where the hostess had told Joyce, table 27.
Yeah.
Like as if Joyce knows the table numbers.
I know.
Like unless does she waitress there in the summers? I don't know. That's
I don't know.
bizarre.
Maybe she did. Maybe in high school she did, so she knows. So they walk off in front of Kimball and O'Hara, and Kimball goes, "Why did you tell them you were my sister?" O'Hara's this amazing line, "Relax, Butch. The love doctor is here."
I love it.
In case there was any ambiguity about what O'Hara is trying to do for Kimball right now, you can lay it to rest.
She is all in on trying to get him
All in.
laid.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
absolutely. And I'm here for it, straight up. Anyway, so at the table, O'Hara orders basically everything on the menu, which is
Yes.
great. I love that they have this character trait that feels legitimate.
Oh, if I hadn't eaten in like 3 days
Dude,
or whatever,
Everything on
Give
the
me
menu.
everything.
Yeah.
I like when she was like, grabs the waitress's arm and she's like, "Oh, good arm." Like it's such a like legendary like improv. But
so
she's
great.
like, what would Kimball's sister say?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
bodybuilder looking motherfucker's sister is like probably obsessed with like, yeah. Oh yeah, you're in good shape, aren't you?
And so Arnie's talking in his regular voice, and O'Hara's talking in her fake Austrian accent, and Dominic leans over to his mom and goes, "I like how they talk," which
It's
I thought
another
was
good like
hilarious.
kid line.
It's a great kid line. So O'Hara's eating her dessert, and Kimball tells Joyce about how some of the kindergarten parents aren't very eager to get to know him because he's trying to subtly like work Zach into the conversation. Right?
Did you notice they were like all over each other?
They were.
Kimball and
like,
Joyce were like so
right
like
away.
leaned in on each
Mhm,
other.
mhm.
Crazy.
Sexual tension.
So at first I thought, where the fuck is Dominic? But then he was curled up in the chairs.
They had like it was crazy. They actually 2 chairs.
Yeah.
Put him next to each
Yeah.
other. I've slept on chairs like that when I was a kid.
At first I was like, thought he was straight up missing and like no one seemed to notice. Like, he would have been halfway back to LA with Crisp or whatever.
I have been around enough friends who have kids where they literally just let the kid go to sleep anywhere because they want to keep hanging out with adults. And so that scene felt really real to me, right?
Oh yeah.
Like that
of
felt
course.
super
Well,
genuine.
mom's trying to get her like
yeah, she's
dick
trying to
wet
get her
or whatever.
rocks off. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And so of course she's just like, you just curl up here. I mean, like it was such a like yes, that is real.
I love that. Yeah,
believe
no, it's
that.
really good.
Yeah. So Joyce says that like a lot of people who've been transplanted to a small town like Astoria, they're trying to get away from something or hide from something. Hint, 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 hint.
That's such a loaded statement.
So
to make.
loaded. It does not escape O'Hara's attention.
A lot of people are probably trying to get away from their drug dealer ex-husband.
I don't know what that means.
Just generally speaking, they're
I'm
probably
asking-
trying to get away from their drug dealer ex-husbands in Southern California.
So my friend tells me.
Yeah.
So Joyce asks Kimball why he came to Astoria, and he says like I came out for the job, and then she goes like, well, why did you become a kindergarten teacher? And he says that he comes from a long line of teachers, and in Austria, following in your parents' footsteps is a tradition, which actually is true because his dad was a cop, his granddad was a cop.
Right.
He's
He
just
sort
sort
of
of
copied
changing
his,
yeah.
like what he had said earlier.
Yeah.
for
So
sure.
it was great. It's like
He
love
says
a
like my
callback.
sister's a teacher.
Yeah,
Ursula's
exactly.
a teacher.
This
Yeah.
is great. And it's I don't know. I thought that was it was this little throwaway line, but I thought it was really good. See, his bullshit though has completely sold Joyce, and O'Hara's like, I want to see where you're fucking going with this.
He had such like he was improving all this. He's like, I taught geography and PE in Arizona, and then I coached basketball to all girls high like school in Rhode
In
Island.
Rhode Island,
Fucking
It's like,
wild
this is
shit.
Fucking wild. But he says teaching older kids didn't really make him happy, which I have friends who are teachers who have said the same thing.
Yeah.
Like they prefer young kids or they prefer older kids. Like teachers have preferences on the kinds of kids
Oh,
that
yeah.
they like teaching.
My lady friend got moved from kindergarten to third grade, and she was like, I like kindergarten better.
Yeah,
like, I want to
exactly,
teach the young
exactly.
kids.
So like it totally makes sense. And he says like, yeah, kindergarten's where it's at, man. Like that's what I loved. So Joyce asks how long he's been teaching kindergarten, and Kimball admits that like this is literally my second day. Which, all right, respect. Okay.
Joyce was like visibly moist. like she was just like
she was
she
so
was
ready.
so ready.
So ready. So later on, Kimball and O'Hara, they say goodbye to Joyce and Dominic. Everybody's had a great night. And O'Hara says, well, Kimball, I think you scored.
That's so good.
It's like,
She is so interested in his sex life.
oh my God. Like
she's invested in it.
dude, I think every bro wants a friend like that.
Like a woman
once
who
a
wants to
lady's
help you
gonna
get
win.
laid?
Yeah.
I
Every dude
gotta
wants
say,
that.
I'm gonna go on a limb here.
All right.
O'Hara was looking good
She was looking
in
good.
this scene. She was like kind of cute as hell.
Yeah. Well, when she didn't have all the like sick makeup on, and she looked like a
I'm
normal
damn,
person
she's
again.
like kind of
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
As now that we're both in our 40s,
No, I
we
mean,
say, you know what?
Fuck yeah, let's get it. Let's get it, son.
O'Hara's hot.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to like come to. She looked like a real person.
I agree.
Every woman in this movie looked like a real. Like it wasn't Sharon Stone or fucking, you know what I mean, Tia Carrera or whatever.
Mhm.
This is like a real women that you might expect to see in your city,
Right.
and like, oh yeah, like O'Hara's like low key, like very cute.
Super cute.
You know, she like fucks really good. You
I
can
bet
tell.
she does. Oh,
You
yeah.
can just
yeah,
tell her like.
No. She's not gonna wingman Kimball like that unless she knows her stuff, right? Like it's just
Yeah.
you know she knows her stuff. Anyway,
You look like you fuck good.
oh my god,
That's what I would say to her.
yeah. Kimball plays dumb, and he says he's only interested in Joyce because she could potentially help with a case.
What's up with this?
This line
Why is
that
he
she,
being like this?
I don't know, but the line that O'Hara gives, I am going to fucking say this in my regular life at some point. She goes, if you were any stiffer, I could take you surfing.
I don't know.
That's a great line.
I don't get why Kimball's acting like this. Is he like trying to act professional?
I feel like, okay, so we've
Is he
established at this
pretending
point,
like he doesn't want to nail Joyce?
okay, so we know at this point that he's got an ex-wife who hates him
Mm-hmm.
and that he's fucked up with her
Yeah.
and that he's got a kiddo who he hasn't seen in a long time. I feel like he's in that stage where he's got so much remorse, so much grief. He doesn't deserve Joyce.
That's how he feels.
That's how he feels, right? So
okay.
he is
He
pushing
doesn't
her
want to like
away.
fuck up another kid.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like this is all about him. This isn't about the job. This isn't about love. This is about I don't deserve to find happiness because I
He's
fucked
like
up so bad.
He's quit. He's
Yeah.
like given up on.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Okay.
That's what I think. So O'Hara then asks, like, what is your problem? And he says that his problem is that he's stuck doing your fucking job, right? And like, okay, I guess, but again, we've had this conversation about you really didn't need to do this. So he said that she should be dealing with all these like shitty fucking kids, and she tells him that it sounds like they're going to have this case wrapped up in a few days anyway, and then he can go back to fucking LA dealing with junkies and murderers, right?
Yeah, that's a fucking good point.
It is a good point.
Like Kimball's ass acting like nailing an endless parade of horny single moms.
Right, exactly.
Is like isn't more
Oh,
pleasant
darn.
than going back to LA and like
Right.
living in his little shithole apartment
Right,
or whatever.
exactly. I mean, we haven't seen his apartment, but you know it's a fucking studio.
Oh, yeah.
You know there's fucking garbage everywhere.
Bed bugs and
Yeah, he sleeps on his couch. He doesn't even have a fucking bed. Like you
does he have
know
the
that
fold out couch or
I
is
think
just
he
like
might have a fold out couch, but he never uses it though. Like that's
yeah,
the
he
thing.
just sleeps on the couch.
He just sleeps on the
I
couch.
gotcha.
Like you know that this is what his apartment
What
is.
we have seen is this parade of horny moms
Right.
that all want to like mount him.
in fucking beautiful Astoria,
Yeah, dude.
right?
Come on,
like
Kimball.
forget about it.
Wise up, bro.
Anyway, like we're all mad at Kimball right now because he's like doesn't
We're
see
jealous.
how good he
We're
has
jealous.
it. I know, we literally don't see how good it has it. We're super fucking jelly.
I want an endless parade of horny moms throwing themselves at me.
Straight up, dude.
I know what to do with it.
If Astoria really was the single mom capital of the world, I'd move to Astoria right now. Forget about it. So anyway, after O'Hara says this, Kimball deflates and he admits, look, the kids are just walking all over me. Like he just doesn't know.
It's got to be the best acting I've ever seen from Arnold.
I mean, it's so believable.
He's like, they're walking all over me.
Yeah.
The kids, he's like, I don't know what to do. I mean, it's you believe it. You feel his pain.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah.
He's so good.
O'Hara says that the kids can smell fear and he has to treat it like any other situation. No fear.
Mm.
And the way that they push in on Arnie as he says no fear, it was like he's realizing what he has to do, right?
It was like a bonding moment also between the two of them. It's great. It's great.
It was just a great scene. So the next day, Kimball is trying something different. And he says that the kids are going to play a new game called Police School, which I loved. And he's going to be the sheriff, and they're all going to be his deputies. And the kids are like, ugh, they groan.
Yeah.
They like fucking throws, a few kindergarten like
Arnold's
insults at
like
him.
tone was like exactly on. He's like, quiet. He's like, you are my deputies. I'm your sheriff. Like it's just everything about it. He was nailing the scene. It's
yeah.
it's amazing to see
You're-
Arnold. He was in the zone in this movie.
Yeah. You're soft and you lack discipline. And you're in my world now. You're not going to have your mommies run along behind you and wipe your little tushies.
Oh no, it's so good. Kimball was like blowing these kids' minds.
I know, dude. The lines, it's time to turn this mush into muscles. So good. It's so good. The kids are just absolutely, they can't handle it.
No more complaining. No more, Mr. Kimball. I have to go to the bathroom.
There's no bathroom.
This whole scene was giving me like such nostalgia because
Oh,
I just remember
dude.
like as a kid loving
Yeah.
this shit.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like eating it up.
I fucking wanted Arnold to be my
Oh, yeah.
teacher. Like,
See, I feel like I watched Twins a lot more than I watched this movie.
okay, I've seen this more than I saw Twins.
But I must have watched this 100 times
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
Like Twins, I probably seen 200 times. It was
Okay,
crazy.
okay.
It was insane. I've been a movie nut like since I was learned how to work the VCR, basically.
Yeah.
but-
yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh, I remember this scene. And yeah, like you said, like it's like aspirational as a kid. You're like, what a cool teacher he would be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he's really like it hasn't been said yet, but he doesn't really teach them shit.
No, it doesn't. And no
There's not
point.
one single bit of like knowledge that he really teaches
But
them.
the kindergarten teachers that I have met, it's not about teaching them.
Like teaching them letters and numbers.
Right,
and
right.
shit.
It's
yeah.
like the most basic thing. Like most of it is just making sure they don't kill each other.
Yeah.
Right. You're basically just a shepherd, and they're all just unruly sheep.
Yes.
And
You're teaching them how to like function.
yeah,
in
exactly.
society.
Exactly. So he introduces the whistle at this point, and he says that whenever they hear the whistle, they have to freeze what they're doing. Right.
Mm-hmm.
He then has them fetch toys from a toy box and bring it back to the carpet, and he blows the whistle once. Okay, so they do it.
Yeah, right. That classroom had like amazing toys out the ass.
Oh my god.
It was crazy. I don't think my kindergarten had it like that.
No, absolutely not. So the cute little girl who Ivan Reitman said, like, you just put a camera on her and let her do her thing. The girl, like, I have to potty.
Yeah.
She's dancing with her doll, and she doesn't bring it back to the carpet. And she says, this is such a great line. I'm not a policeman. I'm a princess.
Uh-huh.
And Kimball goes and he gets her, and he like just intimidates her, and she finally cooperates.
He's
So-
like, he goes, yeah, he's like, take it back. He's like, no, I'm not a policeman. I'm a princess. He's like, take it back. And she's like, all right. It's so good.
It's so good. So he blows the whistle. Everybody calms down. And then he says, okay, and then when I blow the whistle twice, you put your toys away, right?
Mhm.
So he blows the whistle twice, and they get up, and they go put their shit away, and he's delighted, right?
Oh, yeah. It's a wonderful moment.
Right. And he goes, it's working. This is great. And he goes, I mean, you are all very good deputies. Your sheriff is proud of you.
It was such good work from Arnold.
He was. It was like you felt his success. Like you were glad he was winning.
Yeah.
So Dominic, though, I love this. It cuts to Dominic, and he gives a thumb up to Kimball.
Or was it like the white power?
Oh, no,
salute?
it was okay. It was
the
the-
white,
okay, it was like-
it was the white power.
Yes, it was
white power.
Good
Kimball.
job. You did it. Okay. So now we cut to a montage, mandatory montage, because this is the 80s
Oh, yeah.
/90s, so you have to have at least one montage.
This is an amazing montage.
It is a great montage because he's like whipping the kids into the shape. There's exercise, not a lot of education.
Did you have like when you were in school? Did you have like the president's physical fitness thing?
Yes,
where, like,
we did.
Arnold was
Yes,
the
we
front
did.
man or
Yeah,
whatever.
well,
for
I
that.
mean, yes.
I feel like that followed from this movie. Like,
yeah.
but yeah, there's the he had him marching around and like running an obstacle course.
Yep.
All manner of like calisthenics and fucking
Which
climbing ropes and hula hooping and
apparently one of the conditions for him to do the movie is he wanted to put in a physical fitness message.
yeah,
And so like
that was one of his like terms. Like you
Yeah.
said earlier, he wanted there to be some focus on
that
like
was on his writer.
health
Yeah.
and fitness or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I mean, Arnold's like he's a dude with a lot of layers to him.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look, there's a reason why we do this fucking podcast, right? And it's because we love Arnold. For all of his flaws, he is an interesting person.
And never has there been more of like the American dream or like a self-made man
Absolutely.
than Arnold.
An immigrant who comes into this country and becomes a true American who
the biggest movie star in the world. And he's like, you know what? I'd like to be the governor of California.
and he becomes a governor of California.
And now he's like in his golden years and he's like continues to evolve
Yep.
in like amazing and interesting ways.
And now his
Like
son is like
apparently he's like all like plant-based diet
Yeah.
and fucking trying to like bring the conservative wing back to some like form of sanity.
Right. Well, good luck with that.
Crazy.
But anyway, that's a different podcast. But yeah, there's a lot of shit going on, and the principal and her assistant, they're watching him like practice all these fire drills.
Mm-hmm.
During the fire drill, Dominic gets the special privilege of carrying the ferret. Right.
Don't forget the ferret that's relevant later on.
Yes, this is relevant. The ferret loves Dominic. Right.
Mhm.
This is important. Again, this movie is like anything it sets up.
Yeah.
It pays off.
It's a very good screenplay.
There's no hanging threads in this movie, in my opinion. So Kimball is like trying to boost Zach's self-esteem, who again we know as the audience that obviously it's Dominic, but Kimball still thinks maybe it could
Maybe
be
it's Zach. He's got some sort of problems at home.
Right. So he helps Zach win the sit-up contest.
It's a great moment, and he's like got all the kids cheering for
Yep.
Zach.
Yep.
It's like it's really touching if you think about it, because all the kids were bullying him like 5 minutes ago.
I know. And
and now it's like everybody cheer for Zach. He's the sit-up champ,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
you see Zach's like smiling and he's happy now. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good moment. It's a great montage, and we're all here for it. Anyway,
The question is, how many days have passed?
it's it's like we can get into this conversation like Groundhog's Day, right? Like how long was Phil in the loop?
Well, all right. Let's unplug. Talk about Groundhog Day. How long was he living that day?
My guess is several centuries.
The screenwriter said 10,000 years.
10,000 years?
Yeah, he said he was living that day for 10,000 years.
Jesus Christ.
He
I
said
mean,
in some interview.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a
Yeah.
master of everything by the end of that movie. Yeah. I mean,
No, back
like,
to Kindergarten Cop.
yeah,
We
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. I think at this point it's been probably about a month.
Really?
Yeah,
So based on just his wardrobe,
yeah.
they only ever show him wearing 2 different outfits.
Mhm, mhm.
So I think it's meant to be like just 2 days.
Mm.
But I agree with you. It seems like this should have taken a lot longer.
Yeah,
It feels like at least a week or 2.
I agree. I think this is like at 3 weeks to a month in my opinion.
Okay.
But as someone who only wears t-shirt and jeans, it's not that surprising to me that he wears the same thing over and over
Well,
again.
you also would think that he didn't bring like a ton of teacher
exactly.
attire.
So he's just using the washing machine at the motel that
Yeah, he's
they've
only got a few outfits.
Right, exactly.
He's
So
living out of a suitcase.
right, exactly. So it doesn't surprise me that much. Again, we love steel manning.
But
on this
I think
podcast.
I think it's supposed to, in the context of the movie, I think it's supposed to be 2 days.
okay.
That's unrealistic,
Well,
but I
movie-
think it's supposed to be 2 days.
In this movie, you're wrong, and we are making you better by saying it's been a month.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a long ass time. I don't think the captain would agree with that.
Yes, I feel like the captain's like calling them like, "What the fuck
The
are you guys
fuck are
still doing
I'm
in
not
Astoria?"
paying you to be on vacation.
And O'Hara's like, "Look, I'm trying to help Kimball get his dick wet. Slow the fuck down.
It takes time.
It takes time. You can't rush these things." Anyway, so the principal and her assistant are very impressed by this progress, and eventually the montage ends, and the kids are literally marching around like it's a fucking boot camp. Like they are all in at this point. And all the other kids, like, they get out of the kindergartner's way because they can't fucking handle the level of discipline that these monsters have now.
It's true. They're doing the whole like boot camp thing where
Yeah.
it's like the reading, writing, arithmetic. Too much homework makes me sick.
Yeah, it's so good.
When it's time to pass the test, kindergarten is the best. I love it. It was such a satisfying montage.
Yeah.
The music was hitting.
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
Later on, Kimball's singing Old MacDonald with the kids. He's got a ukulele and a straw hat and a fucking bandana.
Mhm.
He has gone native. Like, this is a classic, like, gone native moment where he has forgotten that he's a cop.
Yes.
Like, he fully believes that he is a fucking kindergartner.
He's too deep. He's gotten too deep.
He's too deep. This is like the kindergarten version of Donnie Brasco, right?
Yeah, he's too deep.
So Kimball brings in a tray of milk cartons at this point, and he hands and he hands them out, and it's pouring down rain outside.
I was thinking to myself, Arnold was probably like a milk pitch man, like that, like got milk or whatever. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
this seemed odd that he's like passing out the milk or whatever. but
like
apparently, I Googled it.
Okay.
And I found this amazing clip of Arnold. He was not a milk pitch man ever. He had this amazing quote that's like, "Milk is for babies. I drink beer." And he used to say, like, he would be in the gym working out, and he would like instead of Gatorade, he was like, he'd be pumping iron and drinking beer.
I mean,
Fucking master, like
alcohol is famously not good
Austrian / German.
for. Oh, that's so amazing.
I love that for him.
I love it. But anyway, while it pours down rains outside, Dominic tells him that if he reads this particular book, everyone will fall asleep. And it turns out to be When We Were Very Young by A.A. Milne.
The Winnie the Pooh author.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
this is like from a book of poetry or whatever.
Oh,
that
okay.
he had.
Okay. So Kimball seems to drift off, and he tells the class that he used to read this book to his son. Call back, right? This is relevant, right?
Uh-huh.
They're surprised to hear that he has a kiddo, and they immediately have a bunch of questions. Kimball says his son's name is Alex, and that he lives with his mother now. The kids stare at him, and Kimball tries to explain, you see, his mother and I are, and then the redheaded kid goes, divorced. I know. And I'm like, fuck, dude, that hits hard.
Arnold was so good in this scene.
He really was.
It's like
tender
I think he said like it's about the
and-
time that Arnold became like a family man. I think it shows.
Yeah. So the kids have more questions about what it means to be divorced. One kid says that it's when your dad lives someplace else and only comes over to take you to places when your mom says he's a deadbeat.
Yeah.
I mean, like, hilarious, but also sad. Dominic hops up and says that a divorce is when a dad doesn't want to see his kid anymore.
That's tough.
Fucking
man.
tragic, dude.
That's rough.
Fucking tragic. Kimball says that no, that's not what it means at all. I mean, this whole scene is very sweet, very
Well,
earnest.
like you said, it was another one of the Arnold like requirements.
yeah,
For the movie was that he wanted the movie to like acknowledge broken homes
Mm-hmm.
and like let there be a voice for the kids who are like
Mhm.
suffering in silence or whatever.
So Dominic asked Kimball, it's like, what do you not want to see your son anymore because he was bad? Which, like, that hits hard because Dominic is talking about himself.
Oh, of course.
Right? Like, it's just
yeah.
and the kid like delivers this line so well.
It's really good.
I mean, like, it's wholly believable. So Kimball says like the divorce wasn't his son's fault at all, and he begins to explain. But then he realizes, like, no, this is maybe not the forum to have this conversation.
Yeah, my relationship
Right.
with my ex.
And then he asks Dominic to sit back down. So then Kimball starts to read from a book, and the kids fall asleep very quickly. And I love that the ferret is around doing like just random shit during the scene.
It was just like eating going ham on a bowl of food or something.
But I love that they don't, and this is relevant for later on, they don't introduce the ferret and then it disappears. Like, at key moments, they keep reminding you
it's there.
that this ferret is here and it is in the kindergarten classroom, and this is relevant, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's anyway. The script is so good. It's just it's such a well put together movie.
I went and found like the poem that he read today.
Yeah.
It was called Spring Morning, and strangely enough, like where Kimball starts reading is like from the middle of the poem.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, that's kind of odd, but okay. But I do think he was very like soothing the way he was reading it. I was like, it's kind of like working, and it makes you feel like wistful or emotional or something. The words, whatever. But anyway, that's just me.
Later, the kids are sleeping, and Kimball's working at his desk. And okay, this made me laugh unintentionally. This is one of the few points in the movie where I laugh unintentionally. Crisp, clearly on a dolly.
Well, yeah,
slides into frame, unmoving.
I thought it was a good moment.
Oh yeah,
because there was something very surreal about it all.
Okay,
so that when it turns out to be a dream,
it does turn out to be a dream. But when you're watching, you don't know this.
Right. But then after when he snaps awake, you're like,
okay.
Okay. The reason it didn't feel real is because it wasn't real.
Okay. All right.
That worked for me in an odd way.
Okay. Great. I'll grant you that. I'll grant it. Anyway, in this scene, so Chris slides in, points a gun at Kimball, fires. Kimball snaps awake, and thank God it was all a dream, right?
Right.
But this is like, it's a good moment to remind you, because at this point we are lost in the fantasy that he is a kindergarten teacher.
Yes.
Right. And so this scene needed to happen to remind the audience, no, wait, there are stakes here. Right?
There's a killer out there.
There's a killer out there, and we got to fucking figure this out.
Yeah.
So as he snaps awake, Joyce is walking into the classroom and is startled by it. He's like, oh, I guess I dozed off. And Joyce is just like, how the fuck did you get all these little monsters to fall asleep?
Yeah. And he's like, oh, I worked them hard, which is a bizarre.
It's a weird line, but
I will say, I noticed at this point, Kimball's wardrobe had changed a few more times, like when he was singing the song and then this scene. So now I'm thinking it's been like, I count at least 6 school days that he's been there, which is based on at a minimum it's 6 days.
Okay. All right. So
Because
we're
the
at
wardrobe
least a
keeps
week.
changing.
We're
I
at
don't know.
least a week. I'm still at a month at
I
this
feel
point.
like you can't whip kids into shape that
No,
fast. I don't think.
And she like says, hey, do you want to come dinner at my house? And he's like,
if only it was that easy.
Yeah, I know, right? He's like, fuck yeah, I want to have dinner at your house. Like he's like trying to not be that excited, but he's not doing a good job of hiding it. She hands him his address and tells him that he has a mustache, which he doesn't have, but whatever, I'll allow it.
She just wanted to touch his face.
And she goes, here, yeah, like when she hands him the paper and here's the directions, I was like, oh shit, like this was 1990. Like people still did this. Like she gave him a sheet of paper, then went, go down this street, turn right here, drive past the church, turn left on this unmarked road.
Sure.
Like, this is how I used to drive places, is you would give people a list of instructions. And that's, frankly, Kevin, I don't know how I would get back to my house right now if I didn't have Google.
Really?
Yeah. It's really bad. That's not true, but it's kind of true. Yeah, it's, if there weren't a bunch of kids in the room, they would have fucked right at that moment.
Oh, yeah, dude.
There's no question.
I think she was just like waiting for him to like grab her by the hair.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
straight up. Throw her against the wall. They'd go up into the loft. The kids probably wouldn't wake up.
Yeah, they could have got away with that.
They could have done it. Anyway.
No, one thing I want to say is, like, I think one thing that's typically true about Arnold is that there's very rarely any sort of like real chemistry with him and like his female co-stars or whatever.
Mhm.
And I don't know why, like the reason why. Because Arnold, I think, had a reputation as being like a real like ladies man, right?
Yeah.
But like I know of movies like Predator and Commando and Eraser where there was like romantic angles in the screenplay that they removed because it was like so awkward and not working.
Mm-hmm.
But like fucking this one's working.
Yeah, it is. It's working.
I don't know
really
if that's
good.
on Penelope Ann Miller or if that's on Arnold or what, but like
It wouldn't surprise me if they had an affair, like just an
he fucked
unspoken
her?
affair,
Yeah.
and they never talked about it.
like to me this movie, Conan the Barbarian
Mm-hmm.
and Total Recall with Sharon Stone
Yeah,
were like the only times where I've been like, damn, like there's some like sexual tension between
right.
these
There's
characters.
some fireworks here.
Like-
yeah,
Kudos to Arnold for like pulling this off, or kudos to Penelope Ann Miller.
yeah.
Somebody was making it work because these two, it's like, damn, they almost
I
fucked
believed
just then.
it 100%.
Crazy.
Well, on that edging moment, we're gonna leave you at episode 3.
put your dicks away.
Put your dicks away. It's not time yet. We still got 2 more episodes, everybody.
Holy shit!
we are getting into the evening,
Oh.
y'all.
The bourbon is kicking in.
Yes, I have finished. I am almost done with this bottle of wine.
Oh my god.
And there's two episodes to go. So we're gonna leave it there. Stay tuned, everybody, and yeah.
We'll be back.